Hello, welcome back to another lesson. Today we are talking about my top 5 ways to improve your English conversation skills. There's a lot of information out there. Some advice is good, other advice is pretty much terrible. So stick around. I'll break down my top 5 ways for you to become fluent and speak more like a native speaker, but to do it fast. The number one thing you need to do to improve your skills, you need to embrace your status as an English speaker. There's so many times that people, they can speak English, but they don't want to practice. They act like they're not good enough to join in the conversation. Well, what are you waiting for? That's not going to get you anywhere. When somebody asks you, do you speak English? Your answer is yes. I don't care if you only know 5 words. You speak English. You're learning. Embrace your status as an English speaker. The second thing you need to do, you need to learn complete sentences. Stop with this learning one word at a time. Yes, it's good to have increase your vocabulary and learn more words. But you can't just learn one word at a time. A conversation is put together of many words. You need to learn complete sentences, complete thoughts. That whole one-word vocabulary stuff, it's going to take you forever. Stop with that. When you learn a new word, make sure you learn it in a sentence. Know how to use it in a sentence. If you can't use it in a sentence, you can't speak. Number 3, you need to learn other ways to say something. Let's say you went to a movie and the movie was no good. So a sentence you could come up with is, yeah, I didn't like that movie. That movie was bad. Okay, great. We'll start from there. Remember, conversation is building blocks. You start here with one thought, it goes into the next. You need to elaborate. You need to know another way to say that the movie was bad. So you could say, that movie was a waste of $9. We have the first part there. That movie was bad. It was a waste of my $9. That movie was a waste of 2 hours of my life. I would never go see that movie again. It was a bad movie. Now let's focus on that word bad. It was terrible. It was horrendous. It was awful. It was ludicrous. It was insane. It was terrible. You got it? You're learning other ways to say the words. With this, there's also what we call a better way to say things. Do you see what I mean? People could just say, yes, I like him. He's nice. Good. Why is he nice? Why? He's very friendly. He's courteous. He's insightful. He's thoughtful. Do you see what I'm saying? You need to learn the synonyms. Now, when we're talking about these new words, you also need to learn the antonyms. The antonyms are the opposite. So if something's good, something's bad. Something's great, something's terrible. You need to know how to say it's good and it's bad. That also leads me to negation. It's nice, remember in number 2, we were learning complete sentences. You need to know how to say the sentences positively and negatively. I like to eat steak at Outback Steakhouse. You need to know how to say, I don't like to eat steak at the Outback Steakhouse. Why? Because that's what conversation is made up of, positive and negative. Number 4, become a master of prepositions. Well, what is a preposition? Well, it's basically anything a cat can do, or anywhere a cat can go. You know, on, about, around, between, beyond, on top, behind. Learn those. Become a master of those. You need those in conversation. They pop up more times than you will think. You need to know them like that. You can't think about them. Those are things you need to know how to say. That brings your sentences all together. Number 5. This is one of the most important things I could ever tell you. You need to enunciate. What is enunciation? Enunciation is speaking clearly so people can understand you. You don't have to scream at people, but you have to speak loud and clear. Another way I could tell you what enunciation is, it's to proclaim something. When you say something, you need to sound like you know what you're talking about. Do you see what I'm saying? You need to stand behind your words. 90% of communication is nonverbal. So everything else you do and the tone of voice you have, people will listen to you if you speak loudly and clearly, not screaming, but so people can understand you. People will say, whoa, whoa, he's talking. When he talks, people listen. It comes down to respect. Respect is not given. Respect is commanded. You might know people like that who get up and as soon as they start talking, everybody listens. Why is that? They enunciate. Just to recap, we have number 1, embrace your status as an English speaker. Number 2, learn complete sentences. Number 3, learn other ways and better ways to say what you are trying to get across. Synonyms, antonyms, positive and negative. Number 4, master your prepositions. Master your prepositions. Number 5, enunciate. Speak clearly so people can understand you. Speak eloquently and dynamically. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Also, leave me some comments. Maybe you could tell me about some things that have helped you in your English conversation. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.